Do. Okay, let's see what is going on in the world today. What? Black metal is the end of the DC universe? Wait, what? They're rebooting. What? They're rebooting again. Okay, and there's two possible outcomes. Okay, so what? Future state is a few years in the future. Characters. Blah blah blah. Okay, sounds interesting. I guess I'll give it a look. So, welcome to my channel, and some random things I'm gonna do. Gonna review some comics, and I decided I'm gonna review DC Future State, the event that happened after the events of Dark Metal, which I haven't read yet, so a lot of this is new to me. But what I have gathered from reading the Future State stuff, it's set in a possible timeline that may happen after Dark Metal, but I'm not 100% sure if it is, so we'll see. It's basically, there's a timeline what it could happen, what they've given in the comics, or the free comic for Future State, where it can happen. Some of the events happen between 2 years after Dark Metal to a million years later, because like the Black Adam one is set 100 years, no, a million years in the future. But then you got the Dark Detective stuff that is set 2 years from now, and the Batman stuff's meant to be set 5 years. No, Just League stuff is set 5 years later, and they all set at various different times in the DC timeline. But hey, it is what it is. So far so good. I have been reading the Batman stuff. Started reading some of the Superman stuff, so I'm gonna briefly just talk about the Batman stuff and what I've read so far. So I've read Dark Detective 1 and 2, the next Batman 1 and 2, Robin Eternal, Nightwing. I need to read Catwoman and Harley Quinn. And so far so good. One of the things I didn't really like so far is the backup of Batman. One of them was the Arkham Knights. Didn't find it very interesting. Like, it's a lot to do with some of the Arkham inmates have become a team, which is weird. But the overall premises in the Batman one is that Gotham has been taken over by this organization called the Magistrate, and they are basically outlawed vigilantes. So if you wear a mask, you're on the chopping block. And Batman, or Bruce Wayne, quote unquote, dies. So he pretends to become the Dark Detective. So while he's dead, quote unquote dead, a new Batman's come along, and he's took up a cowl and he's protecting Gotham to a certain extent. Then you got Nightwing, who is down his luck and feels bad for letting Bruce, his adopted father, die, because he doesn't know Bruce is actually alive. But Nightwing, I'm not really sure where it's set. So he's looking after people at Arkham Asylum as like a safe haven for people. And then you got Jason Todd, who has joined the Magistrate and is hunting down vigilantes, but he's not killing them, he's bringing them in. So I think there's a secret little plot twist in there somewhere. Then you got Batman's Outsiders, which is at the moment Katana, Dick Thompson, aka Dick Thomas, aka The Signal, and Black Lightning, who is just Lightning now, which is pretty cool. They have a little thing where they're trying to get people out of Arkham to the outskirts, where it's not in the jurisdiction of the magistrates. But Duke's doing it kind of recklessly, and Katana's not with that, so she's kind of pissed off him about that. And then you got Robin Eternal, where Robin, Tim Drake, is trying to free Gotham as well, but he's going a sabotage route, so he's sneaking into places, blowing them up and things like that. And he's enlisted Spoiler to help him. And one of the kids from We Are Robin series, the deaf one, she's in it. Can't remember her name at the moment. And it's so far so good, the Batman stuff. I'm enjoying it. I'm waiting to read the Superman stuff. I've bought some of them, so I'm going to read them as well, so I'll probably a video about that as well. But I would recommend getting the Batman stuff. It's pretty good. Suicide Squad's pretty good as well. That's got the backup with Black Adam 1 million, where he looks exactly like Dwayne The Rock Johnson in this. That's an interesting story where the 7 deadly sins have come back to destroy everyone in a million years from now. So the Justice League from Century 853 are there, and they're quite worried because they can't fight these sins, plus Vandal Savage and some other people. The cat that witch boy had, Kellyan, his cat is now eating him, and he's a god of mischief or whatever that kid was. And they kill future Superman, you know, God Superman or Superman Prime, the one who lives in the sun and wears a Green Lantern ring. They beat him, so everyone's scared. So they've gone to enlist the help of Black Adam, who is still king of Condor. Well, he's ambassador of Condor. Can't remember how you say his planet's name, his country's name. Well, he's an ambassador there, and he doesn't use magic anymore. His city's more like science and stuff. So Wonder Woman's like, oh, we need to go and see Adam Tet. He will know what to do, and he tells them his story. But then the 7 deadly sins come, jump in there, and then he decides that he's gonna use his powers again, which is pretty cool. And this way he literally looks like The Rock. Obviously set up for the Rock film, and he decides to help him because he was like, no, I'm not going to help him. But he decides to help him because Wonder Woman's actually pregnant with his baby. So he's like, oh, okay, we need our baby to live. But then it ends with a cliffhanger where Golden Beetle comes from possible future. Who knows? This is like Blue Beetle and Booster Gold put into one. So who knows? It's a woman, so that'd be quite pretty cool. So yeah, I would say read it. Back to Robin Eternals. So Tim is sabotaging places of the magistrates, and he enlists the help of the girl from We Are Robin series and Stephanie Brown. So they go on this moving train that's got lots of their magistrates' secret weapons and stuff on it. They go to destroy it. But while they're doing that, they're fighting these Amazo-like robots. And one of them throws Tim into this vat, which you find out, well, kills him, but it doesn't actually kill him. It's like an offshoot of the Lazarus Pit. So it's made him immortal. So hence the name Robin Eternal. Or he's immortal at this point. We don't know if this actually happens. But that's cool. It's pretty cool. The Suicide Squad itself is a pretty interesting take. They're actually the Justice Squad, a group made by Amanda Waller to pretend to be her version of Justice League. So it's made up of Connell, aka Connor, Ken, Superboy as their Superman, Fisherman, a guy called Fisherman pretends to be Aquaman. Martian Manhunter is one of the many clay faces. Wonder Woman's actually Hypnotic Woman, who's making everyone pretend that think that she's Wonder Woman by putting on a illusion, but it's really like staticky. And one of the talents is their Batman, and the Flash is a Teen Titan called Bolt, who they hired her to be their Flash, but she's got an interesting backstory. She used to be a juvenile delinquent, and then she became a good guy. So she thought joining this Justice Squad would make her a good guy, but they're actually bad because they kill and everything. So the whole premise is like Connor Kent's like, why am I doing this? I want to have a good team, but Waller, you're not letting me have a good team. Just put him on a team with all these crazy people. And she's like, well, if you don't like it, I can kill you. She has a very interesting line to Connor. So she said, well, if you don't want to be Superman, we still have the leather jacket and glasses where we can bury you in, i.e. she's supposed to kill him. So that's pretty interesting. But that comic ends with the Suicide Squad from Earth 3 turning up because Amanda Waller's secret plan, if her Justice Squad doesn't work, she's got the Crime Syndicate from Earth 3, their bodies saved with a Black Lantern ring so she could bring it back to life. And Connor's like, you can't do that. She's like, well, if it comes to it, I'll do it. So that's quite cool. Quite interesting. See where it goes next. So it ends with, yeah, you see Peacekeeper, aka John Cena, telling Black Manta from his just Suicide Squad from Earth 3 about it, but he see him bleeding out and dying. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I'll probably do a more in-depth video about the Batman actual one because that's quite interesting. Yeah, so I'll hope you enjoy. I'll see you guys for my next video, explain the Superman stuff and maybe the Teen Titans stuff. Again, I'm going into this kind of cold because I haven't read Dark Metal. So thank you all for watching. Peace out.